Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to get you moving forward in your day. Humid. Oh my goodness, humid. See the freight wig? Yeah, loves humidity. The air conditioner just keeps running and running and running. However, I am grateful. Good morning to whomever has popped on. I am grateful that I do not live in Portland right now because they're going to be over 100 today. Good morning, Joe Neal. Glad you are here. You're the first one popping on today. Looks like, our number's climbing. 2, 3. Add some more peeps and spend some time in discussion about love. Good morning, Lucy. Thank you for all the sunny stuff. I appreciate it. So, interesting discussions lately about love also. People indicating that they feel like they're ready for love again, or they're opening themselves up and looking at what are other ways that they could express love. So actually, I wanted to revisit the love languages because I haven't read those probably since the book came out. But so just as something to tuck in your memory bank, that most of us have a specific one and or two that we like to receive our love in, and ways that we're comfortable giving love, but recognizing that there's others can be fun in terms of doing some different things with it, jazzing things up a bit. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. So, gifts. Is that yours, the giving or the receiving, or both? And it's helpful to share this with other people. There was a movement many years ago, 15, 20 years ago, where a local group in Green Bay was creating both. Was creating, they were like little name tag things with the clips on. Oh, and I got to show you my shirt too. With the clips on, that it was basically when you introduced yourself, it showed who you were, what your love language was, how you liked to receive and give communication, etc. And it was a pretty interesting movement. It was very helpful in terms of, in business, knowing how to communicate with certain people from certain businesses. If someone's love language is acts of service and I'm more focused on words of affirmation, yay, you did great, awesome, wonderful, it's not going to land with them the same way it would be as if I engaged in acts of service. So the 5, just for those of you who either aren't familiar with it or haven't visited in a long time like me, words of affirmation. So you show your love through words of affirmation. I love you, you're fabulous, I really liked how you did that, this is so good that, I love how we connect on X, Y, or Z, words of affirmation. Quality time. Spending time with that person, doing the things they like to do, things you like to do, things you both like to do, etc., etc. Physical touch, which is just what it says. So it might be hugs, it might be pats on the back, it might be just holding hands, all that kind of stuff. Acts of service, doing for. So let me take the garbage out for you. Let me cook dinner tonight. Good morning, Mel, glad you're here. Those kinds of things, acts of service. Receiving gifts. So, and I'm going to put this in 2 ways because for women I think it manifests interestingly. Receiving gifts. Know that when someone offers you a gift, for you to receive it completes a circuit in a way. If someone offers a gift and you decline, which for years was something that licensure insisted that we do as therapists. Can't accept gifts of any kind from anybody. And people got really weird about that. Someone draws you a picture and you can't take the picture. Come on, what the hell is that? Certainly, we don't want to be pulling a Clarence Thomas. But if someone wants to bring you a little plant, or if someone wants to, give you a little something, not a big, hairy deal. My vote is complete the circuit. It's fine, right? So the receiving of gifts, being a good receiver, being a thoughtful giver. I have one friend that Every gift you get from her is an event. Good morning, Gwen. She loves the shopping for gifts. She loves getting just the right gift for just the right person. She loves picking out cards that match. At Christmas time, she gave me something, and the bag matched, the stuffing paper matched, the card matched. It was all very heartfeltly thought out, and that is just who she is. That is just who she is. Her greeting cards, the ones that she sends, are, she spends time picking them out, and that's a love language for her. Your kind of gal. Yep. So getting to know other people in that way, what makes them tick? What is their love language? And as I'm using my examples, you can see that I'm expanding beyond just romantic love to partners. I'm including everything. Do you do this with your kids? Good morning, Barb. Glad you're here. Do you do this with your parents? Do you do this with your siblings? Do you do this with your friends? Do you do this with your coworkers? I think one of the reasons my sister was having a hard time with her new job since January with the coworkers was they're scattered all over the place, and she's been trying to create some team and some camaraderie across multiple states, and they just aren't having it. They just aren't having it. They must be the kind of people, come in, do your work, leave. And so there's nothing there for her to grab onto and build on, and that's hard when you're a socializer. Good morning, Deb. Glad you're here. Haven't seen you in a while. So as of yesterday, let's all offer up some applause for my sister Carrie. Her background check finally came through, and she was able to say to her boss, I'm giving my notice. And now she'll be in a job where she's actually with people. Be a much better fit. I think it's going to be fabulous, but this was a long time coming. So it was a year of unemployment, 7 months with a company where nobody's connected to each other, and now a new job. Yay! Yes. So now I want to show you my shirt, which I kind of feel in a way is like words of affirmation and acts of service. Oh, shut down line 5. Yay! I got merch. So, in addition to, and I have to hunt out in the garage where I put them, but it's time to put out the Save the Great Lakes, shut down line 5. We're done with this thing. So, yes, it's very good that this all worked out. So, love languages. Let's talk about it. First, let's breathe. Some nice deep belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Opening to receiving, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes, it is. It's very, very colorful. I actually have a oil and water don't mix Zoom tonight, so I'm gonna have my shirt on. I think that's kind of cool. And I've got a meeting in the park earlier today. I think this is gonna be one way to make a point. So if you're all about saving the Great Lakes and not having line 5 blow up and destroy the whole thing with oil and or natural gas, hey, check out Oil and Water Don't Mix. They have a merchandise section, and yes, it's all in perfect timing. Don't you love how that happens? Same with love. Love is in perfect timing. Whether it's a new grandbaby showing up on your scene. I have grand dogs. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get grandbabies, but if that isn't forthcoming, I will certainly find some single parent who needs and adopt a grandparent, because I'll help. It'll be good. So, opening ourselves to receiving these concepts today from Denise Lynn and the Sacred Forest. And there's our awesome tree. And actually, when I went on Facebook to open up the app to do this video, Denise Lynn was the first one that popped up, and she was laughing about a little cartoon where the aliens land, and it says, looking for intelligent life on Earth, and they walk down the steps right past the group of people who's there to meet them, and they hug the trees. Who has the wisdom? Who has the wisdom? All right, so Our card for today, kind of a cheeky little card, I think. Wild Rose Fairy, love. And she looks a little intense about her love, doesn't she? So let's see what it has to say. One more nice deep breath. Love. The scent of the wild rose is heady. The perfumed fragrance swirls around you. So imagine it now. Smell it in your mind's nose. Smell it in your mind's nose. And flows directly into your heart. With each inhalation, your heart opens wider and deeper. The soft pink color of the petals contrasts with the dark, shiny leaves. So if you look in the corner here, there are some wild roses, the single petal type, not the cultivars, but what you find out in nature. Portland was a rose capital. Oh my goodness, there's roses everywhere. It's one of the main plants that they use to decorate out there. Unlike here where we have the uninspiring spirea. I know some people love spirea. I'm like, I don't know. It's the McShrub of gardening in my opinion, but what do I know? Fluttering among the blossoms is a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Wouldn't that be lovely to be back in a place and a time, or to create that in our future, where there's a plethora of butterflies? It's getting fewer and further between. And same with bugs. I was thinking about that the other day as my brother and I were driving back from working on the flip. If you drove at night, you used to end up with a windshield full of bugs. Now you're lucky if you have one good splatter, right? And some people will say, great, good riddance to the bugs. How focused on our humanness is that? Those bugs were an integral part of our food chain and our ecosystem, and a huge amount of them are now gone. That doesn't bode well for us. So we need to beef up the bugs. That'd make a great t-shirt. All right, moving on. Magic is in the air. Magic is in the air. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. So imagine that right now, that you're spinning your heart open with the breath. You're de-armoring it. Let's put down the armor that we tend to encase our hearts in, trying to protect them, which doesn't work anyway and merely removes us from connection with others. See if you can allow your wounded, battered heart to spin open, in the process beginning to heal, right? Opening ourselves to others is the way of healing. We are harmed in relationship, we are healed in relationship. You can do all the head stuff you want to do about healing, but until you're around people and connecting with people and putting yourself out there with people, you're limiting how much healing you can actually do. In matters of romance, because that is one aspect of love, right? There is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you, to others, and to the universe. Healing has occurred, healing is occurring, healing will occur. In other words, this is a lifelong process. Don't expect to get to healed in all fronts. It's a work in progress all the way through till we take our last breath. We are healing in love. Your angels, guides, spirit guardians, and allies adore and cherish you. Think about that. You are adored and cherished. Do you allow that to register? Do you allow that to sink in? There's energy out there that adores and cherishes me. How cool is that? If only you could see yourself the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. We've been talking about that, right? When you overwork a problem, oftentimes you actually get in the way of a solution presenting itself. When we're so focused on, I have to fix this, instead of, I turn this over. I'm putting this in my God jar. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to take a walk and empty my mind and allow. That opens up the space for divine right timing and divine right order to come your way and resolve something. Let's see. Trust that everything, I love this line. Make it an I statement. I trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in my life. Cindy, if you wouldn't mind putting that one in, I would love that. I trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in my life. So what may look like an absolute shit show is divine perfection, divine unfolding. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. My fears dissolve as my love expands. My fears dissolve as my love expands. That might be a way to boost yourself into a place of more loving approaches to others and to yourself and to yourself. Do a little mirror work. Stand in your bathroom, look in the mirror. Thank you, Cindy. I greatly appreciate it. And tell yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. Play with it. See what you notice. You very quickly will bump into your barriers. Thank you for posting that one also. I love that one. Love it, love it. Okay, so the Spirit of the Wild Rose says, you are more cherished than you can possibly know. Open your heart to receive. Love is on its way. You are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. Think about that. If we walked around going, hi, I'm Bonnie. I'm an eternal vessel for love to flow through. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? I just think it's awesome. You are enough just as you are. I have someone I was talking to the other day who that's her word for the year. Enough. In other words, I am enough. I am humanly flawed, divinely perfect. I am enough. How does that feel? So, what will you do with this today? Here she is. She's asking you, what will you do with this today? This idea. Will you talk to somebody about it? Will you have a conversation with somebody about love languages? Hey, what's your love language? They might go, I have no idea what that is. Well, let's Google it together. Let's see what we can find. So if someone then says, I like quality time, make a plan. Cool. Let's go to breakfast and then let's go for a walk, or let's go sit at the park, or let's whatever it is. If whatever their love language is, volunteer to meet it. Volunteer to meet it. Do it in the way that they like instead of the way that's typical for you. See what comes up. You're welcome, you're welcome. Glad you were here, Lucy. So, 12 of you on here. 12 of you now taking this, myself included, 13, out into the day. Let's take that love out into the day, however it presents itself, however it flows through this vessel we are, and let's put some more love out there. The more of us who put some love out there, the more it combats, it counters all that negativity. We don't want to waste our precious time and energy on negativity, what can go wrong, how bad it is, all that garbage. Just go out and pour forth love. Have an awesome day. See you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Shut down line 5.